live here, that's what we call it. If I lived in Vietnam, we would call it something different. If I lived in another country, maybe we would call it something different. But since I live in China, we call it the Chinese New Year. It's also called the Chinese Spring Festival, too. Yes. Could be called the Lunar New Year, could be called the Chinese Spring Festival, could be called the Chinese New Year. Yeah, lots of different names. You pick a name what you want to call it, no problem. You can call it whatever you want. Not a problem. But I'm going to have some coffee. Delicious coffee. Delicious coffee. Yeah, a lot of people call it different things. You drink two types of water. Uh, well, I have some hot water here, hot water, and I have some room temperature water here, and I have this water too. Yeah, so I drink lots of water. Happy Lunar New Year, Todd. Thank you, Winnie. Thank you so much. I recognize your coffee. It is Luckin Coffee. Yes, Luckin Coffee, which is a Chinese brand. So, yeah, I drank Costa coffee when? Last night? Maybe last night. I can't remember. Maybe last night or the night before. Anyway, I do love coffee. So I drink coffee every day. But I didn't drink as much coffee today. I didn't drink as much coffee. I only had 3 cups of coffee today. That's it. Only 3 cups. This is my third cup. I had 1 cup this morning. And then this afternoon, I had 1 cup of coffee in near San Latour because I was in San Latour after lunch. I had a cup of coffee, and then this is my third cup of coffee tonight. So today, only 3 cups of coffee. Can you believe it? 3 cups of coffee. Costa is good. Yeah, I like Costa coffee. I like all kinds of coffee. I'm not that picky. I'm not that picky when it comes to coffee. Yeah, I'm not that picky. I can drink coffee from, I'm not a brand person, so I don't care about the brands. Foreigners may not think coffee is unhealthy, right? Yeah, I guess coffee, yeah, most people that I know that drink coffee don't think it's unhealthy. I don't think it's unhealthy. So I think coffee can be unhealthy if you put lots of sugar and cream and, chocolate and all this, sweet stuff in it, then it can be unhealthy. But um, if you just drink straight black coffee, which this is just straight black coffee, it's okay. It's not unhealthy. Good evening, Stella. Welcome. Can you please comment on Luckin and Starbucks coffee? I can't say either one is better. I like both. I don't really care about the brands. So Luckin sent me a coupon, so I got a good discount on this coffee. If I didn't order Luckin tonight, maybe I would have gotten Starbucks. It doesn't really matter to me. I like both. I like Starbucks. I like Luckin. I like Costa. I like Tim Hortons. I like Pete's, McDonald's. Yeah, I'm not picky when it comes to coffee, so I can't really say one is better than the other. Coffee is coffee to me. It's the same. So the price is different. Yeah, Luckin is cheaper than Starbucks. Maybe that's the only difference that I can sense. The only difference is Luckin is cheaper than Starbucks. So otherwise, they taste the same. So that's my answer. Hello, Hannah. Welcome. Hannah, welcome to the live stream, Hannah. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hello, hello, everybody. Our topic tonight is, do you want to come to Brazil? I would love to go visit Brazil sometime. I would love to go visit Brazil. Brazil, I've heard, is an awesome country. I would love to go visit Brazil. It's on my list. I have a lot of countries that I would like to visit someday. Right now, my schedule is a little bit busy, so I don't really have time to visit. I don't really have time to visit a lot of countries outside of China. I mean, places outside of China. So, anyway, welcome. Hi, Mayum. Hannah, where are you? Where am I? I'm at home. I'm at my home in Beijing. Yeah, I'm in my home in Beijing. Luckin Coffee is a performance price ratio brand. Wow, that's a complicated sentence to say. That's a tongue twister. Uh, I have to practice that one. So, what about Saudi Arabia? Yeah, I would love to go to Saudi Arabia. I have never been to the Middle East. I haven't been to South America a lot. So, I would like to go to lots of different countries that I haven't visited yet. So, but right now, my schedule, my job keeps me pretty busy, and I have to stay pretty close to Beijing because I have work here, so I need to stay pretty close. I don't have a lot of time to go traveling a long distance. And if when I do have time to travel outside of China, I will go back to America to visit my family. So, Todd, how long did you live in China? Tyler, I've lived here 12 years. 12 years. Tips for those learning English. Tips for those people learning English: practice, practice, practice every single day if you can. Yeah, practice speaking, practice listening, practice reading books, English books, listening to podcasts, listening to some audio books, listening to some TV shows. That's the best thing. Practice your speaking. The best way to practice your speaking is you can use this app to practice your speaking. They have voice rooms here that you can join, live streams, lots of different ways that you can practice your English. But you have to be consistent and you have to try to practice every day if you have time. So, what about Vietnam? I've been to Vietnam before. Yeah, I visited Vietnam probably 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. I can't remember. Yeah, I visited Vietnam before. I've been to Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City. So, anything we can watch as per our interest, right? Yeah, anything that you're interested in. If you're interested in sports, you can watch some sports movies or sports, games. If you're interested in music, yeah, whatever you're interested in, cooking, hiking, whatever you're interested in, watch and read. So that's my humble advice. Maybe other people will think differently. So when will you add me up? Add you up? When will I add you up? Oh, when will I invite you to the stage? Well, raise your hand. Be patient. You have to be patient, um, and maybe we'll be able to bring you up on stage tonight. Do you live in the USA? No, I don't live in the USA. I haven't lived in the USA for many years. Oxford stories are also wonderful. Yes, there's lots of great things. Yes, Todd is living in Beijing. I haven't lived in America for many, many years. Um, so I've been living in China for over 12 years now. So, just a quick introduction before I start to bring some people up on stage. My name is Todd. I'm streaming live from Beijing, China. I come from the United States of America. I'm not an English teacher, and I'm not a English professor at a university. Um, I'm just a normal, average, everyday guy. That's all I am. I'm not a teacher, professor, nothing like that. I'm just a normal guy. So from America, I come from the state of Iowa. Iowa is a small state. It is a um, agricultural state. So we have lots of corn and soybeans and cows and pigs and chickens. So I come from a small state, a small town, just a normal, average, everyday guy. That's all I am. So I don't speak Chinese, even though I've lived here for over 12 years. I know it's crazy. How can you live in a country that long and not speak the language? Well, it's possible. I'm living proof that it's possible. So, what do you do for the Spring Festival, Mary? I will travel. I will be traveling starting tomorrow. I will leave Beijing and travel. Yes, I don't speak Chinese. I can only speak one language. That's English. Only English. And I did learn Spanish when I was in college and high school and college, I guess I should say. I learned Spanish, but I had never used it, so speak I don't speak Spanish fluently now. But I did learn it. I did learn Spanish in high school and college. And when I graduated college, I could speak pretty good Spanish. Not perfect, but it was okay. It was good enough to communicate with my Hispanic friends. So if I wanted to, but after I got a job and started working, I didn't speak Spanish for many years. So yeah, I I don't remember most of it. Does this mean that Chinese people have a high average English level? Yeah, a lot of people in China can speak pretty good English, um, especially in a lot of the bigger cities, tier one cities. The tier one cities mean the highly populated cities like Beijing and Shanghai and Shenzhen and Guangzhou and Tianjin. A lot of those big cities, a lot of people can speak English because, English is compulsory and starting in, first grade. In primary school, English is compulsory. So a lot of kids start learning it in kindergarten, maybe even before. So a lot of young kids start learning English at a very young age here in China, and it becomes compulsory when they go to primary school. So they learn English in primary school, middle school, high school. It's a second language that they have to learn. They have no choice. It's part of their testing. So a lot of people can speak English. Some people continue to learn English into their college years. Maybe they take a CET4 or CET6 test. Those are proficiency tests. Um, and after they graduate college, then they meet people like me who help them to continue to improve their English if they're in Beijing. So some people don't care. Maybe they don't want to continue learning English, so they don't continue learning English, but they can still understand it a little bit. Maybe their English is a little rusty, but they can still understand what I'm saying and they can communicate with me most of the time. So, yeah, in a lot of the bigger cities, a lot of people can speak English. Now, in my circle, my friend circle here in Beijing, all of my colleagues that I work with can speak at least a little English. They can understand what I'm saying. Um, and all of my friends here in China that I hang out with can speak English, some pretty good English, some okay English, some, a low level English, but that's okay. You know, they're trying, they're learning, they want to improve, and it's important to them. So, and if I go to Starbucks or I go to a store, I don't really need to speak to the shop owner because I can order my coffee on my app. I can order it on the Luckin app, the Starbucks app, McDonald's app. I can order coffee, KFC, Costa Coffee. I can order coffee or food or anything I want on the app, and I can translate that into English. So it's easy for me to do it. I've been doing it for many years. So it's just kind of like second nature to me now. It's not a big deal. I can survive here. I live very comfortably, and I don't speak Chinese. So it's possible. If you have, if you have if you have some apps here in China like WeChat, Alipay, Didi. Didi is like a ride sharing app where you can, get a ride if you want to. If you need a car to take you from point A to point B, the Didi app, it's in English. It's an international version, so it's in English for me. If I want to order food, there's a Meituan app. It's a food app that you can order any kind of food, groceries, uh, fruits, vegetables, meat, any kind of food. All the restaurants, coffee shops, pizza, everything, Chinese food is on this app. So it's very convenient here in China um, to if you have some apps. So you have maybe 3 or 4 apps, life is good. Life is good. Ah, which city do I prefer? Surely, I'm living in the city I prefer. I've had opportunities to move to other cities, but I prefer to stay here. Why? Because I'm comfortable. I have lots and lots and lots of friends here, a lot of connections here. I'm connected in lots of different organizations. I'm connected with lots of different activities here. I know so many people. So many people know me. I can travel from point A to point B. I don't get lost. It's a subway. I'm just very, very comfortable here. So I don't really have a desire to move to a different city and then try to start all over again. Yeah, if I want to move to Shanghai, sure. If I want to move to Chengdu, no problem. But then I got to start all over. I got to learn the subway system. I got to make new friends. I got to, start from scratch. And I just don't want to do that. Yeah, I'm comfortable here. So, but the weather I don't like. Well, I love the weather in Beijing because it's very, very similar to my. It's very similar to my what the weather in my hometown. So I love Beijing. The weather is not polluted in Beijing. I think you're listening to a lot of either anti China media. Maybe if you're listening to some anti China media, you'll hear the weather is bad in Beijing. It's polluted. It's not. That's not true. That was true maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Beijing had pollution, but nowadays we have blue skies most of the time. 80 to 90% of the time we have blue skies. We don't have pollution. So if you hear Beijing is polluted, yeah, you're talking about Beijing maybe a decade ago, but now, no, it's not polluted. And if anybody tells you that, then they are either they haven't been here for a while, or they're reading a lot of anti-China propaganda. So you can believe me because I live here. I've been here over 12 years. I was here when it was polluted. Trust me, I know what pollution is because I lived here in the pollution about 10 years ago. 12 years ago, it was really, really polluted. It was horrible. Back then, if you would have said, yeah, Beijing is polluted, I'm like, you're dang right it is. It's really polluted. But nowadays, no, it's not polluted. The government has cleaned up the pollution. So the air is pretty well uh, very comfortable now. Most of the time, we have blue skies, so it's not polluted. If you go on, if you now there are some cities in China that are polluted. That's true, and sometimes Beijing does get a little pollution, depending on which direction the wind's blowing. We'll get some pollution, but most of the time here, it's not polluted. So, do you know what the reason for what? Why we don't have pollution now from before? Because they closed all the factories that were causing the pollution around Beijing and in Beijing. The government closed all those factories and moved them out of Beijing, away from the big cities. And the factories that are here now, they have to use a lot of um, um, filters to make sure that the air they do release out of the factory is clean and it's not dirty. So they had to install a lot of filters in the factories to clean the air or the exhaust that comes out of the factories. But they moved a lot of the factories. They closed them and moved them away. So to not cause pollution in the big cities. So that's why. Everybody should be reasonable for the protection of the environment. You're right. Yep, everybody should be trying to protect the environment. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight, everybody. My name is Todd. I'm streaming from Beijing, China. I come from the U.S. I've lived here for in Beijing for 12 years. So um, it is Thursday night, February 8th. Welcome to the live stream. Just a couple of notes to a couple of rules that I have for my live stream. If it's your first time joining my live stream, a couple of rules. The people who always or who consistently join my live stream, they'll know. Um, Hello, Lynn. Welcome to the live stream, Lynn. First of all, I don't talk about politics in this live stream. We don't talk about politics and we don't talk about religion. Okay, no politics, no religion, and we don't discuss any of the sensitive issues that are happening around the world. Okay, there's a lot of sensitive, negative stuff happening in certain countries, and we do not talk about those topics here in the live stream. If you want to talk about politics, if you want to talk about religion, or you want to talk about those sensitive topics, then you can maybe go to somebody else's live stream. Maybe they will discuss those topics. But in my live stream, we don't talk about those topics. So anyway, we don't discuss those sensitive topics. Pretty easy to follow. We stay positive in the live stream and stay away from politics, stay away from religion, and don't talk about the sensitive issues that are happening in certain countries around the world. It's all negative. So I don't like to bring that negative energy into my live stream. We try to stay positive here. There are places you can go if you want to discuss those negative issues, no problem. But this is not the right place. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It is Thursday night, and our topic tonight is the Chinese Spring Festival, Chinese New Year, the Chinese Lunar New Year. So that is our topic tonight. So, do you recommend people who are learning English travel to native speaking countries? If you want to, yes, definitely. Yeah, no problem. Yes, you can travel to those countries. I can't say it's not going to be a bad thing. I think it would be good if you did travel to some native speaking countries. It would help a lot if you can afford it and it's possible that you have the time. Yeah, I would definitely recommend people to travel to some native English speaking countries. Today is the last day you open the live stream. Yes, Angel, you're right. Tonight's the last night that I will be doing a live stream for several days, and I will start tomorrow. I will begin my holiday tomorrow, so I won't be doing a live stream tomorrow night. I'll be taking a break from live streams for maybe around 10 days. Yes. What about Apple's Visions Pro? I have no idea. I don't have it. I haven't read anything about it, so I have no idea. I can't talk about it. Not that I don't want to talk about it, it's just that I don't know anything about it because I haven't researched it, so I don't know anything about it. So I think the basic communication skill comes first. Yeah, you're right. Listening and speaking. Listening and speaking. So, anyway, our topic tonight is Spring Festival, the Chinese Spring Festival, the Chinese Lunar New Year, or the Chinese New Year. Whatever you want to call it, it's okay. The Year of the Dragon coming up, the Year of the Dragon. In a couple of days, we're going to be in the Year of the Dragon. One of the most popular animal years, the dragon year, is one of the most popular.
Good evening, Todd.
How are we doing tonight, Peter?
Very good.
Good.
Very good.
How was your day today?
Oh, I with my family, my daughter, my granddaughter, and I had many delicious food we prepared, and I just
Wow.
finished very plenty dinner.
Lots of a big dinner tonight,
A
huh?
big dinner tonight. Okay,
Wow. What? So, who you cooked or you all cooked? You and your daughter cooked together?
both,
Both you did.
me and my daughter.
Okay. Both of you
Okay,
shared the cooking.
there's the cooking.
Okay. That's good. Who did the dishes?
Most are me.
Okay. Yeah. So
By me,
so so
I
everybody can rest after
okay,
you eat. You just kind of want to take a break and rest, right?
okay.
Yeah.
And I have a cup of milk and enjoy your life still.
Yeah. A cup of milk, and that helps. How about your ear? Is it starting to get a little better or still the same? No change.
A little change, not
Okay.
so big. I
Okay.
can hear, but not as before.
Okay.
I can only let me charge it. Maybe I can recover about 50%.
50%. Okay. Well, it's probably a slow process.
Slow
Yeah,
process,
a slow process.
slow process,
Hmm.
slow processes. Yeah,
Yeah, a
mm,
slow or gradual. It's a
gradual,
gradual process. That means it
gradual,
happens slowly. We say gradual.
gradual. Okay,
Yeah,
gradual. Mm.
good. So, um, did you go outside today?
No, I just
No.
stay at home. Yeah. Uh, my daughter and my girls go out. I stay at
Okay.
home. Yeah, I
Okay.
stay at home, take
You
a nap
stayed inside.
inside. Mm.
Ah,
I took a
inter-
nap. Mm.
okay. Oh, you took a nap and rested.
Yeah, and
So
rest.
how's the weather? How's the weather in Kunming? Is it comfortable?
Comfortable, 18 degrees,
Wow,
and
18, very
sunny. Okay,
18 and sunny. You cannot, that's very good weather.
very good weather.
Yeah, very good
And
weather.
also, you have a relaxing day and easy day.
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't
had a
make you.
relaxing day. I went in and got most of my work that I wanted to get done, before the holiday. I had some things that I needed to prepare and before the holiday, and I finished it all around lunchtime. So I had lunch at our company, and then I left.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
I took the rest of the day off and just kind of wandered around some parts of Beijing.
Yes, and you need some time to package your luggage.
Yeah, so then I came home and I started to pack, which it won't take me that long to pack. I can do that in several minutes.
Okay. So I wish you have a very, very pleasant short trip to Xi'an. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it'll be a
have
good
your Chinese New Year there with your good friends.
yeah, it'll be a good trip.
Good trip. Yeah,
Yeah, it'll be a good trip. I'm looking forward to a relaxing trip.
good.
Great. So, did you learn anything new today from the moments that I posted?
Yes, of course. Today's topic is about the Chinese New Year, Spring
Yeah, yeah,
Festival.
yeah. That's our topic today because people can kind of share how their family, I know in the last couple of days on Tuesday and Wednesday night, people were sharing with me about how they will celebrate the new year.
Yes.
So we'll continue that tonight.
Okay, we can continue. The Spring Festival, also known as the Chinese New Year, is the most important traditional festival in China. It is a time for reunion, celebration, and gratitude. The Spring Festival meal, also called the Union Dinner,
Yeah,
reunion dinner,
reunion dinner.
reunion dinner.
Yeah,
It's the highlight of the festival. It usually consists of various dishes that symbolize good luck, prosperity, and happiness.
yeah.
Yes,
Good luck, prosperity, and happiness.
yes. This meal is always eaten at the Spring Festival Eve.
Right.
All the members gathered. Yeah, and just finished the uh, meal or having the meal, watching the CCTV gala.
Yeah, the Spring Festival Gala on
Oh,
TV.
very good.
Yeah.
Uh, oh, there's a poem about Spring
Yeah,
Festival.
the Spring Festival poem.
The Spring Festival is here, a time of joy and cheer. The family gathers around to share the blessings that we have found. They feast on dumplings and fish
Yes.
and make a heart laugh. No. Heartfelt.
Heartfelt.
Heartfelt wish. Heartfelt wish.
Heartfelt.
Yeah. They light the firecrackers and the lanterns and welcome the new year with a smile.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Especially at the 5 minutes to the midnight.
Right.
Okay.
Five minutes before midnight tomorrow. Tomorrow night.
Okay. They
Yeah.
go out and get the fireworkers and the firecrackers ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. They go get the fireworks and the firecrackers ready, and then when that clock strikes midnight, they start
Okay.
lighting them and pow, 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 pow everywhere.
The clocks and the fire uh, flowers and the fireworkers, the sound is very happy and it covered the sound from the TV gala.
Yeah, so you can't hear the gala on TV with all the loud noise outside.
Okay. Next, let we do the quiz.
Yeah, the quiz tonight had to do with a vocabulary word,
Okay.
havoc.
Okay. What is the meaning of the word havoc?
Havoc.
Havoc. There are four choices: peace and tranquility.
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 Yeah, peace and tranquility.
Peace and tranquility. B. A widespread distraction.
Yeah, widespread destruction.
Destruction. C. Happiness and joy.
Happiness and joy. Good.
D. Clean, tidy.
Clean and tidy. So,
Yeah.
which one of these four describes the word havoc?
Its answer is the B. It's a widespread destruction.
Right, definitely right. So if you say something is, havoc has caused havoc, that means it's caused widespread destruction.
Okay. And
Yeah.
A, C, D are the same meaning.
Right.
Clean, tidy. Happiness
Happy
and joy. And peace and
tranquility. Yeah.
tranquility.
Yeah. So A, C, and D are all pretty positive.
Very positive.
Pretty positive. Yeah.
Yes.
B is negative when you have widespread destruction, like an earthquake or a tsunami or a flood. That causes havoc.
Okay.
Great.
And while we take the English quiz, at the same time we learn new words. For
Yeah.
example, tranquility.
Tranquility is a new word for you.
New words for me. Tranquility.
Okay.
It
Good.
means
Yeah.
calm
Calm.
and
Yeah.
peace.
Yeah. Yeah. Tranquility means like it's very calm and peaceful.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can say a tranquil.
Tranquil.
Tranquility comes from the word tranquil. A tranquil park.
A tranquil park.
Yeah. That means it's very quiet and peaceful.
Okay. Next, you give us a few pieces, a few paragraphs about Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
Chinese New Year is also known as Spring Festival. It's a time of joy, renewal,
Renewal.
renewal. It begins. No. It brings families together in celebration, filled with traditional that honor ancestors.
Yeah. Ancestors. Ancestors are like your relatives.
Yeah, your relatives we haven't seen.
Right.
Okay, our relatives. Grandfather's grandfather.
Yeah. Great grandfathers. Yeah. Ancestors are maybe people that you never really met, but they're still part of your family.
Okay. The vibrant festivals, delicious food, and the spirit of unite. No.
Unity.
Unity. The spirit of unity make it truly special occasion.
Yeah.
Here is a prosperous and happy Chinese New Year.
Yeah. Here's to a prosperous And happy Chinese New Year.
Okay.
Good.
Let me go on. Also about Chinese New Year's Day. The Chinese New Year of the dragon is a time of power, prosperity, and excitement. The dragon, a symbol of strength and good luck, brings with it a year of courage, uh, tenacity,
Tenacity.
tenacity, I read it down, tenacity, uh, and passion. As we celebrate this special year, may we embrace the dragon's spirit, welcoming a year filled with growth, success, and happiness.
Yeah, the year of the dragon.
Yeah. Here's to a vibrant and joyful Chinese New Year of the Dragon.
Hmm.
Yeah, people like dragon in China very much.
Yep. Yeah, people like
It's
the
a symbol of China, maybe sometimes. If
sure.
we see a flag with a dragon, oh, they're from China.
Right. Yep. Yeah, it's a symbol of China because in China a dragon is a symbol, is a good symbol.
Good symbol.
Right. In Western countries, dragon is considered evil.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
because it's not a real animal.
Right, right. It's a
Eh,
fictitious animal. It's not, it's fake. It's not a real animal. But in Western countries, if you read like in a dictionary, talk about the dragon, it's considered an evil animal. But in China, it's not considered an evil animal
Oh,
or
it's lucky,
or
very lucky.
evil character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, the dragon in China has the horse head,
Yeah.
and the ox
Horns.
horns, and mm, the feet of cock.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep. Yep.
it's compares
It's a
four animals
combination
together.
of four different animals.
And a snake body.
Yeah, a snake body. Yeah,
So
so
uh,
most
in
of the
China,
time
it's
when you
very,
see it,
very lucky animal.
yeah,
The
it's a lucky
animal
animal.
in people's mind, not a real animal. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's a fictitious character. It's not a real animal.
Okay.
Yeah.
And today, continue. You give us some English, British English, and American English.
Oh, yes.
For example, you told us many times football and soccer.
Soccer.
Uh, English, British English say football. For example, my favorite football team is Real Madrid.
Real
Okay, Real Madrid.
Madrid.
Famous. Yeah,
Yeah, that's football.
yeah. In American, we say soccer. I want to be a professional soccer player when I grow up.
Good.
Oh,
Yep.
she's a student now.
Yes.
She's a child or children, still a child. When she
Yeah.
grow up, want to be a good soccer player.
Right.
Next, flat and apartment.
Apartment.
In British, I'd rather live in a flat than the house. For American, my landlord doesn't allow pets in our apartment.
Yep. Yeah. So some people ask me this question, what's the difference between a flat and an apartment? And I said there is no difference. It's just in British English they call it a flat, and in American English we don't call it a flat, we call it an apartment.
Okay.
So actually, there's no difference. So people, when I post these, so people were sending me messages. What's the difference between football and soccer? I said, there's no difference. It's just
No
in
difference.
British English they call it football, and in American English we call it soccer. Most places around
Okay.
the world call it football. China, Asian countries, most European countries call it football, but like America and Canada, we call it soccer.
Okay. And another difference, if we live in a house, in British English, there are ground floor, first floor, and
Yeah.
second floor. In
Right.
American, first floor, second floor,
Right.
third floor.
Yeah,
Uh,
right.
because mm, the flat means Flat means not up and down. So
Yeah.
the flat means in British English means the first, no, second floor. They
Yeah.
call the underground called the ground floor.
Ground floor. Right.
Ground
Yeah.
floor. So if we travel to some uh, British English speaking country and the elevator, the first floor, they just labeled, marked as a B.
Yes.
A, just the ground floor, or G, ground floor. And the first floor, in fact, is the second floor.
Right.
Okay. Next, ladybird and ladybug.
Right.
Yeah. It's a insect.
Right. It's an insect. Yeah.
It's an insect,
It's
lucky
a,
insect. People
yeah.
like
It's
it. It's
right. If it lands on you, maybe it will bring good luck.
bring good luck.
Yeah.
Ladybird. For some reason, ladybirds keep coming into my house. Oh, bring luck into my house.
Yeah.
And ladybug. My daughter wants a ladybug-shaped cake or birthday for
Yeah.
her
For her
birthday.
birth. Yeah. So people sent me messages said, why in British English do they call it a lady bird? It's not a bird. It's an insect. It's a bug. I go, I have no idea. You're going to have to ask somebody from the UK because I don't know why they call it a ladybird.
Okay, ladybird.
So some of these are very common. Some people said they'd never heard of ladybird before. Some people said I've never heard it called a ladybug before. So some people learned a lot from these, British English and American English.
Okay,
Yeah.
and the next, torch, torch
Torch,
and flashlight,
flashlight.
torch and flashlight. Oh, I have a flashlight here. Here. Oh,
Yep.
but no battery. Yeah, that's a
Okay. Yep.
flashlight.
That's a flashlight. In America, we call it a flashlight, and in British English, they call it a torch.
Oh, okay. Flashlight, torch.
Wow, I can hear fireworks outside my window now.
Begin to celebrate.
Yeah. Lots of them.
Okay. Next, let me read very positive articles about grandparents.
Ah,
I
yes.
like
Yeah.
to hear this.
Yeah. It's a this article means a lot to me. I really think it's a very, very important article.
Okay, I'll read it. Grandparents are the elders of our family who have a lot of wisdom and experiences to share with us. They have lived through many changes and challenges in their lives, and they can teach us valuable lessons about history, culture, and life skills. They also love us unconditionally and support us in our dreams and goals. Respecting our grandparents means listening to their stories, learning from their advice, and spending quality time with them. By respecting our grandparents, we can strengthen our family bonds, enrich our lives, and honor our roots. We can also make our grandparents feel loved, respected, and happy.
Right. Good.
Good.
Yeah, we should treat our grandparents with respect. Obviously, I mean that's the message of that paragraph or that article is we should treat our grandparents with respect.
Okay, I
Even
like
if we
this.
don't even if we don't agree with some of the things they say or do or the decisions they make, we should always still treat them with respect.
Okay. Next is the dictation about family.
Yes.
Family is one of the most important things in our life, but sometimes it can also be one of the most challenging. Whether it's a holiday gathering, a family reunion, or a regular visit, we may find ourselves in situations where we have to interact with relatives who have different opinions, personalities, or lifestyles than us. We may not always agree or get along with our relatives, but they are still part of who we are and where we come from. By being open minded, comp- compassionate,
Yep.
and positive, we can overcome the challenges and enjoy the benefits of having a family. After all, family is not just about blood, but also about love.
Right.
Yeah, you see.
Yeah, our relatives are important part of who we are. So we should, even though we may have some disagreements with our relatives, we should still try to keep peace with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the Spring Festival, uh, people of all the family members come together to their mothers or fathers gathered together. There, in the meantime, in the common time, we have they have some different opinions about things about their lives. But when we
Uh-huh.
gather at the parents' room, we don't talk about the different opinions. We
Okay.
just get a reunion, just like the warmth from the family. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
We have to be kind and polite and respectful, even though we have to put our differences aside and not bring those up during this time.
Okay. That's right.
Yeah.
Good. I
So
have talked
good.
too much.
You no, you haven't
Okay.
talked. You
Now, hope you have a very pleasant, a very excited, very happy trip to Xi'an.
thank you. I'm looking forward to the time to relax and enjoy my holiday. So even though I'll miss the live stream, but I'll be back. I'll be
Okay.
back.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Have a enjoy your time with your family,
Okay.
and eat lots of food, and don't forget to go outside and soak up some of the sun.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. Soak
Yeah.
up some of the sun and
Because they still have over 1 week, even 10 days in my family.
okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that way you can go visit some of your other family members after the new year,
Okay.
right? Your
Okay.
brothers and sisters.
Okay.
Okay. Have a good holiday, and I'll see you back up on the stage. In after the holiday.
After the holiday.
After the holiday. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Are you gonna make sure you post some pictures on your moments? I'll check your moments to keep up to date with your holiday festivities.
Oh, yes, I will. Since I came out from the hospital, I don't put any pictures because
Yeah.
I always stay at home. Yeah,
Sure.
and as the Spring Festival coming, I will put more pictures. I will put some pictures on my moments. Yeah,
Yeah. You can
we
post
can
some
get out.
pictures of your food. Yeah,
Oh,
because
good.
you can say, yeah, I cooked this, my daughter cooked that, I cooked this, I cooked picture number, 1, 5, 6, and 8. I cooked, and my daughter cooked the other pictures.
Oh, good idea. Good idea.
So
Okay.
people can see, your
Okay.
dishes and how they
Mhm.
look.
Okay.
Everybody's interested in food, and
Okay.
they like to.
Especially in Spring Festival time. Okay.
Yeah, especially spring
Interesting food.
festival time.
Okay.
So if you have a chance and you remember, take some pictures of the food that you are going to eat.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Have a good time. Thank you, Peter, again for coming up on stage, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
All right. Bye bye.
Happy Spring Festival.
Happy Spring Festival. Bye
Okay.
bye. Okay, thanks, Peter, for coming up on stage. Yes, Peter comes up on the stage and reviews the topics that I post on my moments. Happy Spring Festival, Peter. I hope you have a joyful and relaxing time with your family. That's what Spring Festival is all about. It's a time that we get together, we have a reunion with the family, our relatives get together, and we go to their homes and talk and eat some food. That's what Spring Festival is all about. It's about family. So everybody, is in China are not. Most people in China are very, very excited about this festival because this is the most important festival of the year in China. And I know in other countries it is as well, Vietnam, Korea as well. So I know they celebrate this in other countries as well. But since I live in China, I'm more familiar with the culture and tradition here. So I'm not really that familiar with how they celebrate it in Vietnam, although I've had some people on my stage explain that to us. And in Vietnam, it seems they have a very similar tradition in China. Uh, they have the reunion meal and they give out red envelopes. Red envelopes have, I don't have any red envelopes here, but a red envelope has, money in it. So this is how that happens. So anyway, this is here, Korea as well celebrate the new year. Good. So Korea, Vietnam, China also celebrate this new year, this lunar new year, which goes by the lunar calendar. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me tonight, everybody. If you just recently joined this live stream, or maybe you just recently downloaded Hello Talk, well, I'll introduce myself very quickly before I start to bring some more people up on stage. My name is Todd. I'm streaming from Beijing, China. I come from the United States of America. Um, I've lived in China for 12 years in Beijing. So, Beijing is the capital city of China, in case you didn't know. And trust me, some people don't know because they'll send me a message and say, "Where are you at?" I'm like, "I'm in Beijing." They're like, "Where's that?" I'm like, "It's in China." Okay. Anyway, they're not from China, obviously. Chinese people know where Beijing, they know what Beijing is, but people who are outside of China from other countries, some of them aren't too familiar with the Chinese cities. So, anyway, that's okay. I explain it to them. No problem, no harm done. Anyway, I do get lots of messages and I get lots of questions. So I try to respond to all of my questions um, as quickly as possible. Now, I do just, if I haven't responded to your question today, uh, it's because I get a lot of questions, a lot of messages sent to me every day. Sometimes, 100 messages sometimes every day I get. So, and that's okay. I don't mind. I answer all of those questions. I answer all of those messages I do respond to. So, it might take me some time to respond to your message. So don't be upset. Don't think I'm ignoring you if I don't respond to your message right away. That's just because I'm busy or I have a lot of other messages to respond to, either here on Hello Talk or some of my other social media platforms that I have. I have like maybe 4 or 5 social media platforms and I get lots of messages on those others. People said you need to hire an assistant. Right now I'm managing all of my own social media platforms. People say you need to hire an assistant. So far I'm doing okay. It just takes me a little bit of time, and I utilize my free time wisely. Like if I'm on the subway, I'm not just sitting there doing nothing. I'm answering messages, either here or on some other social media platform. While I'm on the subway, while I'm commuting, I make use of all of my time. When I'm riding a bike, I don't answer messages. I listen to music. So, cheers. It's Costa Coffee night. I hope you had a good day. Okay, let's continue on with our live stream. Our topic is Chinese New Year. Hi, Sarah.
Hmm? Hello.
Wow, it's so dark.
Oh,
It's so
okay.
dark
Hello.
there.
Hello, Todd.
Wow, is it cold? It,
Dark? You mean my
no,
clothes or the background?
you had the light turned off.
Hmm?
Now
You
it's
can see me
no,
now?
now I can see you just fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Probably my mic. Mm-hmm.
is it cold? Is it cold there?
Yeah. Because it's raining outside today in Guangdong
Oh,
province. Yeah. A
ah,
little
it's
cold.
so it rained all day.
Just in the morning and in the night. In the noon.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So you didn't have to go outside today.
Oh, actually, I went to the supermarket today. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You went to the supermarket to buy some food for tomorrow.
Yeah, I bought the flour and to make dumpling tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, so you bought flour and how about some meat?
I bought beef brisket.
Beef.
Yeah.
Oh, beef brisket.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you're going to make beef. What are you going to put inside the dumplings?
Beef and fennel.
Okay. So it's going to be beef dumplings.
Yeah. I
Wow.
like beef. Yeah.
Okay. That's good. So do you have to make a lot of dumplings?
Just for myself.
Oh, okay. Just for yourself. Okay. That's good. That's good. So, what else what other kind of foods will you make for yourself besides dumplings? Some vegetables?
Rice noodles.
Oh, rice noodles.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what will you have that meal tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow for tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow night or tomorrow after? Is it lunch or dinner?
Both for lunch and dinner.
Ah, both lunch and dinner.
Mm.
Okay. Okay. So then how do you celebrate when it becomes midnight? Do you have do you do anything special like firecrackers or fireworks or just watch TV?
Actually, it depends on the weather. If
Okay.
it won't rain tomorrow night, I will go to the seaside, and some people they will the light on the
The
fireworks.
fireworks.
Yeah, and if it's
Okay.
raining, I would just stay at home.
Okay. If it's raining, they won't do fireworks because the fireworks won't be, they can't light them in the rain.
Yeah.
So if it's not raining, you can go to the seaside and see some beautiful fireworks, right?
Yeah.
Is it usually crowded down there by the seaside?
No, especially this time it won't. Few
It
people
won't be.
here because
Okay.
yeah, in China, I think probably the 90% of people they went back to their hometown. So few people
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. So there's few people, so there's not a lot of traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even here in Beijing today, when I was on the subways were, I got a seat.
Yeah, I
And
know.
very seldom do I get a seat.
It's like a ghost city.
It is like a ghost city. It's kind of eerie or scary because you look at the roads. There's no cars on the roads.
Yeah.
There's no people in the subways, and I'm like, wow, it's kind of nice, but a little bit scary.
A little creepy.
Everybody just vanished.
Yeah.
But they'll be back.
Yeah, to be back. Yeah.
Yeah, they'll be back. But anyway, it was a nice day today. Tomorrow, I'll be one of those people who vanished from Beijing.
Yeah, you will fly to Xi'an.
Yeah, I'll fly to Xi'an tomorrow, so I'll be one of those who vanish. But around my community, there's like nobody here. It's very empty. A lot of people already left, and at our company today, very few people went to work today. They've already left.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you all on the New Year's Day, do you have any like special traditions that you'll do on the very first day?
The tradition, I think, they are passed on from the elder generation, like our grandpa and grandma. So when
Okay,
I was a kid, I learned those traditions from my grandparents.
okay, they
We
taught you.
usually, yeah, we usually will clean the house, the room, and
Okay,
most of the no, just prepare the feast, like
okay.
make some dumplings, something like that.
And do you watch the gala on TV, the Spring Festival gala on CCTV?
Sometimes it's kind of like a background sound.
Oh, just kind of like background sound. You don't really pay attention to it that much.
When I was a kid, that time my grandparents and they still alive, and
Uh-huh.
yeah, they, most the elder people they will play mahjong.
Ah, so
Yeah,
do you know how to play mahjong?
no,
Oh, oh,
yeah,
okay. So you don't play.
yeah, because
Okay. Because you don't like that game?
I think I'm not good at math.
Ah, okay. I see. So on the very first day of the new year, a lot of people will wear like some new clothes they bought.
Yeah.
Is that part? Do you do that too?
When I was a kid, actually, my
Oh, when you were a kid, you did that.
yeah, but I'm old. I don't do that.
Now you're an adult, so
Yeah.
adults don't usually do that,
Yeah.
right?
I
Okay,
think that depends. Yeah.
so what do you do on the very first day?
You mean tomorrow?
Yes, no, on the very first day
Right.
on Saturday, you'll have another meal, right?
I will go to the temple fair.
Oh, you're going to go to a temple fair.
Yeah,
Wow.
plenty fair in my city. Yeah.
Okay. Is the temple fair crowded usually?
Kind of. Yeah,
Kind
but
of crowded.
yeah, they have very delicious snacks.
They have lots of junk food there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, lots of junk food and music.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of time, the last time I was at a temple fair here in Beijing, it was maybe before the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, before COVID, back in 2019, I think was the last temple fair that I went to. There were always so many people there. It was nice. They had lots of shows and lots of very wonderful music.
Mm. So, will the Xi'an different from Beijing? I don't know.
Yeah, I think Xi'an has temple fairs too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have temple fairs. I think they do a lot of the same thing, a lot of the same traditions in Xi'an. Xi'an, of course, is very, very crowded. A lot of people go there for this holiday.
Mm.
Yeah,
So,
so there's lots of tourists there. But I don't go to any of the tourist attractions because I've already visited all of those places before. So I don't need to do it again.
so what would you do in Xi'an?
I'll be staying with some friends of mine at their home, and they'll cook. They'll do all the cooking, and then that'll be like tomorrow night, and or tomorrow when I get there tomorrow night, and then on the very first day, of course, we'll have some more food, and then maybe we'll go out to a temple fair in Xi'an, or go to some parks because the weather is supposed to be pretty nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been to Xi'an before, but many years ago.
Yeah, the weather in Xi'an is supposed to be, maybe 14 or 15 coming up in the next week. So it's like spring,
Yeah, comfortable. Yeah,
very comfortable. So it's good time if it's not raining, or it's nice to be outdoors and go to some parks and enjoy, enjoy nature.
yeah.
Yeah, but there's some nice parks and they're very big. So there's lots of people there, but it doesn't seem crowded because they're very big parks.
So will you put some photos of those park in your moment?
Sure, I'll post when I'm in Xi'an. I won't be when I'm on my vacation or during the spring festival. I won't be posting a lot of English articles, but I'll post pictures of my trip.
Sometimes I think your photos kind of like art.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
post like my food that I'm eating, food pictures, and I'll post some, when I go to the park or if I go to a temple fair, I'll post pictures. So I'll probably post a lot of pictures on my moments of what I'm doing in Xi'an.
Yeah, because you will go to Xi'an tomorrow, and we don't have live stream.
Yeah, no
And
live stream
yeah.
until next week, after the holiday, next week when I come back to Beijing. And I'm not sure what day I'll come back to Beijing yet, but
Mhm.
whenever I come back, then I will. I have to be back because I have to go back to work on the 19th of February is my first day that I have to go back to work. So
Yeah.
I will probably be back before that. Maybe I'll be able to do a live stream before.
So it's our treat to to enjoy your photo
Hmm.
art. And I know the very creepy or very hilarious thing in your moment today. And
Oh,
because those photos are great. I mean, they created by the AI, right? But
which you mean which photos?
you know,
You mean in my articles?
yeah,
Oh, yes, yeah. Some of them, yeah. Some of those photos that I posted, like for my articles that I posted,
no,
are
I mean,
AI.
yeah, I mean that article from the grandparents, and
Oh, yes, right.
you
Yeah,
that's a picture, and a
yeah, yeah.
couple
That
sit
was
there, and the grandparents sit there, and probably a small detail I noticed everybody didn't notice. So I noticed that the girl have three legs.
yeah. I didn't really notice it, but yeah. When I have those pictures, I can just type into a AI art creator and tell them, what kind of picture I want, and it will create it. And I don't really pay close attention to,
Yeah, when
you
I saw
know,
it, I feel so hilarious.
and but you're the only one who noticed it.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
did, yeah, I did notice that, but I just posted it anyway, and but nobody else made a comment or said anything about it.
Yeah.
That
So,
happens sometimes when you have AI create an art app create pictures for you. Sometimes it will give you like six fingers.
yeah.
Yeah, on their hand, maybe they'll have six fingers or three arms or something.
Yeah.
So it's not perfect. Sometimes they make mistakes.
Yeah, they're robot. They're not
Yeah,
human.
yep. Yeah, it's all AI done. It's an AI art program that does it. And I just type in, draw me a picture of this and it will do it in within seconds. Yeah, it's
That's
much
funny.
quicker. It's much quicker than me trying to search or try to find some pictures online by myself. This happens much quicker.
Yeah, but I mean, your photograph is different. Yeah.
Yeah, my photographs, like I posted because today, this afternoon, after I left work early today, and I went and wandered around Beijing a little bit, and I went to Stanley Tour, which is a very, trendy, popular place in Beijing, but there weren't a lot of people there today.
Oh, it changed a lot actually. I
It
live
has
there.
changed a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been here many years, and it's they've made it they've changed a lot of the buildings, and it's much more upscale now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
more luxury stores.
yeah, those buildings looks yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. And it's very and they this time in San Latour the theme is Legos.
Legos.
Legos is a toy that kids play with. They put them together. It's called Legos from
Oh,
America.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you walk around San Latour, you'll see lots of kids, and they have lots of Lego statues and stuff. So it's really cool. Very colorful. Very colorful.
Yeah, the kids will
Yeah.
love that.
The kids love it, but there weren't a lot of kids there today, and there weren't actually a lot of people there today.
They
Yeah,
want.
because again,
Yeah.
a lot of people went home, and a lot of the stores were closed. Yeah, there was a couple coffee shops open. There's a Pete's, and there's a couple other coffee shops there, but they were open. But Starbucks was open, of course. But a lot of the other stores were closed.
Yeah, this morning I went to the supermarket and I want to find some stones to eat the breakfast and I found a majority of them has closed. Yeah.
Yeah, so was the supermarket crowded?
A little bit, I think.
Okay, so some people had the same maybe idea that you have, that today we're going to go buy some stuff because we need to cook tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so the supermarkets, I'm sure in Beijing were also very busy, but I didn't go. So anyway, I think that a lot of people, have left and go back to their hometown. That's very normal in Beijing, except, when we were in the middle of the pandemic, a lot of people couldn't leave Beijing. So at that time, Beijing was very crowded.
Yeah. But I think during the pandemic they can't they weren't allowed to go into the supermarket or they can.
They can go to the supermarkets were all never closed.